door.
Okay.
Somebody, I don't know. Oh, she may have delivered. She may have knocked on the door and put them there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you think she maybe did that?
Well, I would think, well, it wasn't was it postmarked or was there a stamp or mail on it?
I don't think they would mail ashes.
Because it actually
She might have knocked at the door and we weren't
and
home.
it said ashes of,
So when are you spreading them?
I already did it.
Yeah,
I'll spread them now, just now.
they toasted already.
Yeah. I already spread them. I didn't put them on ours, I put them outside yours. I'm not having them outside
We
mine.
need fertilizer.
That's what Diana said, what are you doing? I said, oh, I'm just putting some fertiliser down, but it was that guy's ashes. Your house is probably haunted now. And I wouldn't mind that, but it was a couple of,
So whose request was this? His wife?
you know, you wondering what that
His wife
is.
wanted you to do this?
Pardon me?
Who asked you to do it? His wife?
We don't know, I guess it was his wife. She asked us, so Kathleen phoned up she thought it was a bit odd, so she phoned up the funeral home in Oregon and said, is this legitimate? And the woman looked her up on the computer and said, oh yeah, she did actually have her husband cremated. I've never heard of something like this in 19 years of working here. She said, would you like to just send them back? Or, and we'll pay for the postage. And I'm like, no, we're not bloody well doing that. So she says, well, do you mind actually doing it? And she said, well, no, I guess it's okay. And she says, my co-workers aren't going to believe this when I tell them. So,
That's something.
yeah.
So is his wife going to check and make sure you did it?
Well, she said she's going to phone the woman up and tell her that we did it.
Oh, you're kidding.
She said, oh, I'll phone her and tell her you did it. So I just went and cut the box open and sprinkled them out. It's only a little Ziploc bag of ashes. Must have only been a third of his ashes. It couldn't have been the whole lot.
I've never seen a.
Because I did that for my next door neighbour. I sprinkled his ashes.
I heard you did it at night though when no one saw.
No, and his ashes were like a big cardboard. Somebody's ashes are a big cardboard box of ashes, right?
Really?
Yeah, it's like a lot. You would think when you get cremated, you think it'd be a little bit, but it's not. It's actually there's a lot of you.
Maybe she spread it
Maybe
partly
when
here,
your neighbor,
partly
they get
there.
a few people together. Factory
Maybe they cremated him at the vets. Yeah, but no, it was only like a half a Ziploc bag, so
Yeah.
I put
Maybe she
most.
kept part of
Maybe
the
he was a
ashes
small
and
man.
did it at home.
Most of it was outside.
Maybe he was a midget.
Most of it was outside Jodie's.
Are you going to tell Joni?
Well, the reason I did it outside Jodie's is I thought it would level it for her patio.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you can't ever tell his wife that. He's under the patio.
It might freak her out.
So no, I did it. My next door neighbour, Kathleen phoned up my next door neighbour in Vancouver, and she told her the story. She says, "You just throw them in the garbage."
This story is making
Crazy.
around.
She said, "Oh, I wouldn't do that. I'd just throw them in the bin." I'm like, "You have that on my shoulders for the rest of my life? This guy would be coming haunting me." You know what I mean? There'd be rattling chains at the door. You never buried me.
You've obviously got a good sense of humor.
Oh, he's a riot. You never know when he's telling the truth, though. He's really good at lying.
So yeah,
You got to meet someone who's as good at lying as you are.
I know.
I'm sure you will one day.
Hey Mike, when Dave or the boys are here, can you take some pictures of us?
When are they coming?
The 30th.
The 31st,
Be about here about 5 or 6
first,
days.
second, third, fourth. We should
Did you
Get
get
out
some
of town that
sangria,
whole time.
Daryl? Daryl, did you get some sangria or not?
No,
She made a whole jug of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Made
give
a
her
job
all.
Good
and
stuff.
forgot I'm not drinking.
Diana said you're not allowed any.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, she made a whole jug.
He's a cheap drunk.
So no, yeah, I'm trying to figure out when she owned the unit, because the person we bought the house off owned it for 15 years, and then the people that owned it before them was the guy that tried to get on the board.
Oh, yeah.
He owned it for a couple of years, so it must have been the people before him. So I'll have to ask him who they were. Right?
So are you right on
He
the
knows
water?
everything.
Are you looking
Yeah,
at the
I'm
water?
the second house in, yeah.
They're 2 doors down.
Oh, and,
3 doors down.
and she lived in your house?
Apparently so, yeah. Apparently they lived there. This must have been, when was this place built? They must have been the
No, this
original
is like
owners.
30 years, right?
Huh?
90s, I guess.
In the when?
The 90s, the late 80s, 90s.
No, it's older than that, isn't it? I thought it was like the 70s.
Well, they built these units first, and as they sold them, they started building up front. It took like these units might be 10 years older than ours.
Really?
Because they only built one every 2 or 3 years. They built another
He's a real
unit.
water baby, huh?
And then these people thought they had a water view. And then built one in front of them, and built one in front of them.
So you think like the early 90s these were built?
So Mike,
He phones Oregon up. It's like, well, if it wasn't legit, we just spent $2 on a long distance call.
well,
I'll see you later.
it's legit because they had that guy's name, so.
Well, I'm going to Google this guy's name now to see if he actually has done anything. So
Oh,
otherwise, I'll have to
well, let us know.
Maybe just got out of prison.
Matthew, that was my cow.